At 38 years old, I gave myself 18 months to learn how to ride motocross and to get in the best shape of my life in order to compete in Transworld's Ultimate Amateur Series. From the motocross mecca that is Southern California, I'll begin my career as a total novice. I'm talking falling off the turnip truck pile. I couldn't tell you anything about motocross other than you better know how to fall. It's an MX guide for dummies. It's the rookie meets rad, but it's about motocross and not BMX. And it's nothing like Nitro Circus because I have absolutely no idea what the hell I'm doing. This is simply about what it takes for one man having a midlife crisis to prepare for competitive racing. So the question is, will this jackass make the gate at Glen Helen, or will I end up in a body cast? This is MX Yoga. Before we get started, it needs to be acknowledged that motocross is an inherently dangerous sport that sometimes comes with permanent consequences. This is the journey of a new beginner, so mistakes will be made. Please do not attempt anything that you see in this video unless you have professional instruction or on a closed course and are willing to become a crash test dummy. So to catch you up, last month took you through my experience at Slamfest. 6 months of physical and mental preparation came to a head. Okay, yeah, it was an open practice, but it is still one of the best stress tests I've taken to date and allowed me to take a hard look at my progress. Over 1,000 laps turned, thousands of push-ups and sit-ups, almost 30 pounds lost. I said in the first month it was all about seat time, and that's still holding true, which is a pretty impossible task when the bike's not healthy. Subframes crack, forks need to be redone, along with all the major maintenance, and I haven't ridden in nearly a month. And if I thought I knew little about riding dirt bikes, I know exponentially less about fixing them. So as much as I glossed over not having a step 13 for superstitious reasons, before I can tackle 15, I've got to address step 2, section B. Undone maintenance can be a killer.
Oh, come on, guys. It's so simple. Maybe you need a refresher course. Hey, it's all ball bearings nowadays.
And just a quick fast forward, if you don't have the service manual and all the special tools, it's just a quick way to piss yourself off. So, I'd leave it to the pros.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Happy birthday to me! And so far, 39 is looking up. Thanks to my awesome wife, I get a trip to Phoenix to get 911 fixed.
Step 1 complete.
He's got the rubber gloves, just like any good doctor. All work and no play makes Dave a dull boy. You're gonna get some riding in. Well, at least he is. Game on.
We got a good break. Now it's time to do some forks.
And what Dave did in a few hours would have actually taken me 3 weeks. Probably would have ended up replacing more trying to fix it. So now that my Zen is back, Dave's gonna take me to a secret place in the Phoenix area and we're gonna hit some vert ramps so I can begin to wrap my head around learning to whip. I may be hitting a freestyle jump today. Holy shit. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, buddy.
So this is the launch? He says it's just second gear. You miscalculated, it's gonna hurt. I don't know.
I got nothing but time and my own two hands. I'll take the two in the bush, give the bird to the man. Shining my boots, everything is alright. Playing strong on the stage, living hard for the night. 6 strings loaded and a lit cigarette. Engines running in the piece of the tan Cadillac. All the rock and the booze and just a little cocaine. And make it back to work like the very next day. Shaking them curves. I want my hands on that body, give her what she deserves. Girls on my arm and a shot in my hand. I'll have a whiskey for the singer, round of beers for the band. 6 strings loaded and a lit cigarette. Running in the piece of the tan Cadillac. All the rock and the booze and just a little cocaine. Make it back to work like the very next day.
Day 44 was fun, but it was short-lived. Only got one more ride in, so the bike's not starting, it's broke again, and I'm not digging this. This is not fun at all. Happy New Year! It's March 2016. It's been 4 months since my last riding day, so I've lost 40 riding days since the bike's been down. Without the ability to go ride, I've lost all motivation to do any of the other training. So it's very quickly turned to a love-hate relationship.
Never again.
About the only thing I really have to look forward to is that Dave's headed into town. He's going to go through the top end, do all the major maintenance, and hopefully get me back up running. What I have to start thinking about is how much longer do I continue kicking this tired horse?
I'm telling you, please move! This is a big problem in the Russian space station because I don't want to stay here anymore. Yeah, finally, we can go home.
And from the first kick, we're back. And with the new top end, I'm ready to get back after step 15. If I'm not falling down, I'm not going fast enough.
It might be dangerous. You go first.
like this.
Yeah.
Ah.
I turned around, I heard, I looked and you landed. I was like, oh,
Well, the last time too, I
did the
overshot
same
it like
thing.
40 feet.
Yeah, I
and
know.
flatted it out there.
yeah, and then you put on your brakes and you stop.
Day 48 adventure outside of Milestone and head to Perris, the oldest motocross track in Southern California. Being on a new course for the first time is a little intimidating. The cuts are a little sharper, the landings aren't as rounded as they are in Milestone, but if you aren't outside of your comfort zone, you aren't going to grow. It takes me a couple motos to get my groove, and as I'm really starting to find the line, I come over a couple doubles and I'm faced with a tough decision. Just a few feet in front of me is a Pee-wee on a 50, and we're in a direct collision course. And I did what any father would do. I bit the bullet. I grabbed the front brake, washed it out.
So I ditched it. Now I'm hurting. Broke my kick. And my day's done. But nothing ventured, nothing gained.
The bike's broke again, and this time I think it's done. So I think it's time we pull the plug.
No, Mama. There's no hope for him now, Travis. He's suffering. You know we've got to do it. I know, Mama.
Just take a few quick moments to reflect on our journey together. Alright, that's enough. Time to move on. So I'm going to head down to HYR. I'm going to see Jason and see about a new bike. So I looked around. I was looking for a Honda, sat on the new 2016, tried the Husqvarna, and then I finally sat on the bike that felt the best. And it was the new Yamaha. Day 49, first day on the bike, and I'm headed down to Perris. Thanks to Jason at HYR, I got hooked up with a private riding session with Kelley, number 227, amateur rider. The kid is fast, and I'm hoping to get some valuable riding tips from him.
Stand up, lock it out. Because I see you jumping, you're kind of like this. You're sitting up too straight. You need to be more over the front of the bars. And when you come in the corners, you kind of on the clutch and like going like this. Just kind of come in the corners and be easy on the clutch, and just try to sync the motion with the. Make sure you get your leg up. And on that one, I would go inside because it's so soft and silky. So when you're going around that outside berm, sketchy, man. Yeah.
I'm on the help.
Came in a little bit warm.
Oh yeah.
You good? Whiskey throttle. Oh, he just weeded it. He just went down. Got a little bit of whiskey throttle. Looks like he hurt his shoulder.
So it was an awesome experience to get to ride with Derek. Even though I took a tumble, it was a great day. I just a little pissed off of myself because mentally I just don't feel like I showed up. I was a little intimidated by the bike. A lot more power than I'm used to. And just had an issue with whiskey throttle, and I just was not comfortable on the bike.
40 is the target.
Yeah, get some. Yeah?
I don't know. I hit my hip where I was the other day.
Oh.
It's of all places I can land. I land on the exact same place I landed last week. The only solution for that is to not rub it and get back on the bike. Thanks, Reiki Sequence!
Yeah, there you go, there you go.
What the hell is wrong with all the people in the teens? What the hell is wrong with all the people who got plenty? What the hell is wrong with everybody in between?
Feedback hasn't been good. The last couple days I got to ride with Dave, I got to ride with Derek, and I just not getting the feedback that I'd hoped to get. And I think a lot of it has to boil down to the fact that I was riding hurt. And it's something I need to think about. Set the date of my first race, April 30th. So I'm just going to take a couple weeks off, heal, so I can get back on the bike without hurting it any more than I already have.